The temperatures are dropping, but the intrigue is heating up. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen here, and this is your weekly recap for Week 15. Some big games to get to. We'll start in the Steel City. The Steelers at home to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And this is the Steelers quarterback. A 17-yard touchdown pass. The Steelers are absolutely red hot. They've now won 7 in a row as they get the job done in this one. Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots as they play host to the LA Rams. And it's Drake May. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Patriots win their second straight as they get the victory here. Lastly, let's go to MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants taking on the Eagles. And this is the Giants wideout. It's fired deep downfield. He's right there to secure it. 80 yards on the catch and run for the touchdown. The Giants win their third straight game as they get the victory today. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week, right here on EA Sports.
EA Sports of the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight, a good one on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And now, please welcome your Pittsburgh Steelers. On the Baltimore sideline, a look at head coach John Harbaugh. His team looking for a second straight victory after the win a week ago. And on the other side, the Steelers head coach. His guys know the playoffs are in their future. They have clinched the division and look to be a real force in the AFC. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Underway through the snowflakes here in Western. Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. What a brutal way to start the game. You're thinking of getting the ball, getting your script, running your plays. Instead, Greg, it is a fumble lost on the opening kickoff.
It's just absolutely the most
Oh, they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
This is a defensive coordinator just testing the waters. How is your protection plan? Do you have a plan for any linebacker or second-level pressures? Well, I think we got the answer in this one because they had no answer for it, and you can bet he's going to continue to dial those up.
Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. This one caught at the 4, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball, it's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
Some games, the quarterback can just go out there and just take what the defense gives them. They don't have to necessarily create a lot of opportunities for their teammates to go out and perform, and they can still come away with the win. I think today, though, he's going to be asked to carry a little bit more of a load, make some more plays happen, be a little bit more assertive. If he does that, this team's just going to continue to get better and better, and it's going to be a tough matchup.
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Jackson now on second down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive, and a quick first down.
First and 10.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And they'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. 13 pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
RPO, that one is complete. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. At the 21.
He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal. 2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he's been a nightmare for defenses trying to contain him all year. The NFL's leader in rushing yards at the quarterback position.
Real quick, ready?
That's Jones on the move. Play action now. Jackson. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10 and a quick first down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
And he'll get to the 40 on a short game.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Now a give up the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 15. First down, Baltimore.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. It's a big one for the Ravens. 33 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal. He's inside the 10. Mark him at the 7.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Here's a run. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Mitchell. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. Drive will start on the ground. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. throw on the run is complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Let's go now.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. John Harbaugh there, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Ravens, as his guys get ready for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
One more, ready?
Slot man gonna move in motion left. Oh, a short throw there, but it's gonna end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Now they'll run on the draw, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
When you call a draw, Mike, what you're counting on is that the defense is in full pass mode. The linebackers in secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch him off guard, they're not able to pick up any yards.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Noel that time. And now it's 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more. To score touchdowns.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
Now a run with the rookie out of Oregon. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
The Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll try to drive forward. Not a bad gain in these conditions. We'll give him about 5 yards.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Ravens' 42-yard line.
So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. 14-7 is our score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. They have it, 2nd and 4 coming up. Should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. From the 31, here's 2nd and 3.
At the 31-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll give on the ground. They'll take this down inside the 30. Malachi starts there for the stop.
It's a gain of a yard. brings up 3rd down and 2.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Back to throw. He gets this complete to Mitchell. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
The 21-yard line.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And his 2nd touchdown of the game, numbers 11, 12 on the season. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start of this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Here's Bates for the extra point. These kicks not a given in the snow, but this one is good. And the Steelers will take a 21-7. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. John Harbaugh there, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Ravens, as his guys get ready for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And trying to get any kind of burst in these conditions. The only burst is in clouds. Slowed up, just a gain of a couple. From 29. Here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
He's got his man. That's Noel. And he's going to have the 1st down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 15. From the gun, Jackson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. Steelers offense ready to take over once more. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10.
Go! Steady!
Up the middle they go. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go! Here we go! Steady!
They'll stick with him again. And he'll push forward on a little snow plow. Gain a yard as the snow intensifies.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 31 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Second down, 8 yards to go.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and
He'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. Once brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
number 33. A gain of 4.
Let's go now.
Brings up third and 4.
70 Lions.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's in! Touchdown Steelers. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Bates now for the extra point. Through the snowflakes. This one good. And the Steelers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. John Harbaugh there, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Ravens, as his guys get ready for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Handoff here, up the middle. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Raven first down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Quick throw, taken in. Here comes 2nd and 4. The shotgun, here's Jackson. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he'll have the first down at the 26. So good job on the ground to keep this drive rolling. That's Jones on the move.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Jackson going to keep it himself. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, But if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close. Give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
This fielded at about the 9. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense make their way out to take over once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
At the 18-yard line.
Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hanson for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike,
And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. He fields it at the 8. And this will work. Out quite well, but he'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter, and he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
The Steelers.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
43-yard line.
Now, faking the give. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get this out to the left flat. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Ravens' 44-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
That's another.
Second time they've connected on this drive. And 19 yards out of this one. To the ground, a first down run. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
16-yard line.
A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. That is caught. And he's close to the goal line but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane. And now it's 3rd and goal.
70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Steelers will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
14.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Hey, middle.
Now a give up the middle. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. Second down, Jackson. That one caught by Noah. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. Back to the sideline and intercepted.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Steelers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10. At the 21.
They'll look to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 10.
And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
1st down, Ravens.
To throw is Jackson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
The throw here is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
That's Jones on the move. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. Jackson up top again. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Here's a run going left. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Baltimore.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down? I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Was incomplete. Humphrey outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down. No issues there. This one is good. And the Ravens are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
Okay, ready? Let's go. Ready?
Drive will start on the ground. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Set. Cougar 19.
Back to throw. That one taken in by Mitchell. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
7 makes it 3rd and 2.
Go. 77.
So we are through 3. And Monday Night Primetime continues after this.
Got it. Ready?
Now a 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
We see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. Ball security a must in these conditions. Fair catch called for and taken without issue. The Ravens offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Now Lamar gonna hang on to it. Trying to avoid tacklers, and the ball is out.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage. And I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight. But it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself. And in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
The Steelers offense ready to get back to work. And this crowd certainly has liked what they have seen Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in. They have not disappointed, as they have the advantage here in the fourth. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Here's a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Steelers will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
John Harbaugh there, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Ravens, as his guys get ready for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. That's Jones on the move. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. An electrifying run, bringing it all the way inside the 15-yard line. Down at the 12.
The funny thing is I'm actually spying him literally at like every single play, and he's still running all over me.
It's 1st and 10. That's Jones on the move.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And he's in! Lamar Jackson!
Yeah, 99 hit power just brushes him right off.
He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Ravens 24.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. And it looks like they're going to get a 14th win on the season, cementing themselves as one of the favorites to win the whole thing. On the ground, and this is going to be a Steelers 1st down, as he's able to get it up to the 37-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll stay on the ground, and some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Hawks 70, Hawks.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to to secure the catch through contact.
And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. That's Jones on the move. They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
And the pistol, Jackson ready. A throw right side, pulled in by Noel. He'll get this up to the 30, about a yard or so short of the 1st down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass. Because the quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time. And he's able to secure a really nice catch.
And he will have the Ravens 1st down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
That's Jones on the move. Play action now. Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On play action, here's Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Baltimore 1st down. A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He's got room to roam. And on 1st and goal, he is down inside the 10-yard line.
1st and goal, Baltimore.
Here's a run. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Pushed back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he finds a seam and takes it down to the 3. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. That's Jones on the move. 3rd and goal for Jackson. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the... touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. Ooh. And he's got it to the 14-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
4th down.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Down to a knee one more time. And that should just about do it. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long, from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.